Yeah. Palm shadows on the windshield. Orange tip in the dark. Leather heat. Laying glow. Your perfume in the vent. Tides whispering south through the midnight blur. Yeah. Yeah. It's one of them calls I leave low. Voice melted down to a slow pour. Cruise line under the palm, city soft on the chrome. Dash lit like a secret, my hand loose on the wheel. My mind on your skin, warm air curling through the crack in the glass. Smoke lifting lazy, writing over the seat back. I'm Levy Block, got your outline on it. Every light pole flicker like a memory. Trying on your shape, I ain't rushing a thing. I'm letting the bass drag its velvet through my ribs. Letting the boulevard stretch long, expensive, half asleep. I can still feel the place where your knee lean close. That little heat staying with me longer than the radio did. You move like Hush and designer fabric. No hard edges, just glow, just drift. And I keep talking like you right here in the passenger dark. Like the night itself, press call and handed me your lips. Smoke on your shoulder. Heat on my head. Slow on your body. That's how I say it again. Smoke on your shoulder. Stay where you stand. Skin in a dim light. That's how I say what I can. I'm somewhere past the late spots. Past the valet noise, past the bright talk. Just me, these palm rows, this long black ribbon, and the after hours taste you left on the inside of my mouth. Sweet burn, soft trace. Your laugh still sitting low in the cabin. Your voice didn't even need volume, it just landed. Little silk drop, little spark near my ear, and the whole ride turned syrup. Street signs sliding by like they know better. Headlights combing the trunks, silver trim catching brief ghosts and letting them go. I keep seeing your wrist on my thigh for a blink. Your fingers making promises with no ceremony. That's the calm I'm in. Not lonely, not frantic, just wrapped in the smoke and the thought of your neck. The kind of peace that only shows up dressed sensual, the kind of ride slick that lets the sub hum under every sentence and turns a voicemail into a confession with tinted windows. On your shoulder, heat on my head, slow on your body. That's how I say it again. Yeah. Smoke on your shoulder. Stay where you stand. Skin in the dim light. That's how I say what I can. Yeah. If you play this back tomorrow, hear the tire song under me. Hear the palms brushing shadows over the roof line. Hear how calm can flirt when the hour gets deep. I got the boulevard folded into one hand, the other still remembering you. The warm glide of your waist, the little pause before you leaned in closer. No drama in it, no sharp movie in it, just smoke moving like affection. Just your sin on the collar of my night. I'm talking slow on purpose. Let every word sink heavy. Let it rest on your shoulder like breath would. Maybe that's why I called, not to explain, just to leave a texture. Something soft, expensive, low lit, something that keeps touching after the tone goes dead. Cause you in this role got the same effect. Both too smoke to fight. Both making me loosen up and go quieter. Both got me wearing that laid back fire under my tongue while the city slides by, blurred and obedient. No need to answer, just let this roll through your speakers. Midnight on the palms, my voice, your skin, one slow weather. Smoke on your shoulder. Heat on my head, yeah. Slow on your body. how I say it again. Yeah. Smoke on your shoulder. Stay where you stand. Yeah. Skin in a dim light. Yeah. That's how I say what I can. Yeah. I remember your hand in mine at the red light. And easing free little by little, like silk leaving water. Street glow crossing your knuckles. My thumb missing you before the moment was over. Now the lane keeps moving, and I'm still in the hummus.
Glass stem humming, cold crackle, soft clink, low drum under the flow. Somewhere a laugh fell slow through the smoke, and the whole room opened like a pulse in gold.
I remember it blurred on purpose, after glow thinking, soft focus, slow pull, gold trim catching half-seen motions. Dark couches, drinking the light till everything looked expensive and unreal. I was laid back in the haze, calm face, deep breath, watching your outline drift through the lantern, dim, not walking exactly, more like appearing in pieces. Wrist first, shoulder next, then that look, that quiet look that made the room lean inward. Hook of clouds went up in warm spirals, my thoughts went with them. Not fast, not clean, just circling. Still hear the hose draw, exhale, pause. Still see the ember blink against your fingers. Still feel the bass turning the glass tables in the low weather. And all of it stays silk. That kind of silk night where nobody reaches too quick. Where one keeps good posture. Where a small move means more than a whole speech ever could. One touch and the room went round. Gold smoke, slow spin, no way down. One touch, and the calm got deep. All night circling under my skin. One touch, and the room went round. Gold smoke, slow spin, no way down. One touch, and the calm got deep. All night circling under my skin. You barely touched me, that's the part that lasted. Just a light pass at my hand when you lean for the mouthpiece. Nothing loud, nothing cinematic. Just enough to tilt the whole atmosphere. After that the lounge got stranger. Prettier too, lamps melting halos on the bottles. Ashtrays shining like little moons in brass. My mind moving in dream fragments. Your perfume crossing the tobacco sweetness. Your voice somewhere near my ear, then nowhere. Then right there again. I remember thinking stay cool, keep the draw smooth, keep the smoke between the feeling and the face. But every exhale made you closer. Every beat made the memory settle deeper. And you had that kind of elegance, not showy, just precise. The kind that makes silence feel tailored. The kind that turns patient to the desire with no rush in sight. One touch, then the room went round. Gold smoke, slow spin, no way down. One touch, and the calm got deep. All night circling under my skin. One touch, then the room went round. Gold smoke, slow spin, no way down. One touch, and the calm got deep. Yeah. All night circling under my skin. Looking back, I don't remember the hour, only the glow pattern. Only your hand near mine, only the soft disorder after. Like the whole lounge dissolved in the gold edges and suspended breath. Like the smoke learned your shape and kept repeating it. Like the bass knew exactly where the ache should sit. I was never out of control, that's what made it dangerous. Everything looked composed, my tone low, posture easy, eyes half lit. But inside it was a spiral with manners. Desire dressed in a dark shirt, heart rate hidden under luxury. You said almost nothing, still somehow said enough. And I answer with a nod, with a slow pull, with that look men wear when they know they already crossed the line and quiet. By then the room had turned liquid, cold light, gold accents dripped in shadows, and your near touch kept replaying. A small thing made endless, a brief contact with long consequences. The kind that follows you home without ever leaving the chair. No wild scene, just low air, dim gold, smoke climbing, and me replaying that second till it became the whole night. One touch, then the room went round. Gold smoke, slow spin, no way down. One touch, and the calm got deep. All night circling under my skin. One touch, then the room went round. Gold smoke, slow spin, no way down. One touch, and the calm got deep. All night circling under my skin. By the time the coals burned lower, I already knew why the room stayed with me. Wasn't the lounge, wasn't the music, wasn't even the smoke. It was you, and that one quiet touch. I kept calling it afterglow, kept dressing it up as memory. Truth is, I wanted you more than I let it show. Bass hit first. Floorboards breathing under the booth. Needle dust in the low light. Smoke rings waking up above the records. Below the street, below the clean talk, below the city posture. I'm sunk in a vinyl bar where the walls remember every slow desire. Red standby glow on the turntable, sleeves stacked like secrets. Black the circle, spinning little black weather around the fire. I'm gone in that soft way. Not lost, just loosened. Mind drifting off the rim of the glass and back to your outline by the speaker shelf. Everything blurred with intention. Perfume in the tobacco cloud. Your wrist crossing the amber lamp. My pulse playing low against itself. Dream fog all through the thinking. The room folding, unfolding. The smoke rings climbing like questions with no need for answers. And every answer would have ruined the luxury anyway. So I stay inside the drift. Watch the bartender slide another side on. Watch the groove catch light. Watch your shadow move like it was born out the crackle. Longing got on silk tonight. Decadence got patient tonight. And I'm wearing both under a calm face. Laid back, eyes dim, breath slow enough to make the hour feel expensive.
Round and round, time blurring on your glow. Needle don't lift, let the whole room slow. Lose one more hour where your soft eyes shine. Spin me again, make the night rewind. Round and round, time blurring on your glow. Needle don't lift, let the whole room slow. Lose one more hour where your soft eyes shine. Spin me again, make the night rewind.
I remember the record hit sounding intimate, like the room had a private tongue. Like every little pop from the speaker knew something about wanting to refuse to say it straight. And that did something to me. The way your shoulder leaned near the wood rail, the way the smoke rings broke and rebuilt above us, the way the beat kept making seconds melt at the edge. I'm not thinking in lines no more. I'm thinking in loops, the warm fragments, and the curve of your hand on the jacket sleeve, and the gloss on the bottleneck, and the velvet dark corners where the light don't fully arrive. This the kind of place where obsession don't look wild. It look polished, it look half-litted. It look like a man saying less because the bass already said enough. I let the after hours roll over me. Cool as wax, thick as breath. And all the while your nearness keep bending the room till the room feels smaller than the feeling. Till the record spins like it's trying to keep you from leaving the frame.
Round and round, time blur on your glow. Needle don't lift, let the whole room slow. Lose one more hour where your soft eyes shine. Spin me again, make the night rewind. Round and round, time blur on your glow. Needle don't lift, let the whole room slow. Lose one more hour where your soft eyes shine. Spin me again, make the night rewind.
Maybe that's the danger. Nothing breaks open, nothing spills, it just deepens. Just sinks lower in the chest with that rich little lake money can't buy and daylight can't hold. Underground air got me floating. Speaker cones got the table trembling. Your reflection in the bottle curve got me watching the same second from 3 different angles. And every angle says stay longer, stay softer. Stay wrapped in the smoke, made religion to the clock, forget its hands. I'm all craving under control, all composure with heat behind it. All smooth on the outside while the inside keeps circling your scent like the record keeps circling the center hole. No dialogue, no scene, just in the weather. Just my mind talking itself deeper into your orbit. The bar keeps spinning oh so through the haze. I keep turning your almost touching the myth. And the myth gets sweeter every lap. That's how the night owns me. Not fast, not loud. Just one slow obsession dressed in deep bass and dim gold, while the smoke rings keep drawing halos over everything I can't quit. Cellar glow, wax spin, lungs full of the blue. Whole room looping and it all bends to you. No exit rush, no clean goodbye tonight. Just groove on groove, and you blur.
Round and round, time blurred on your glow. Needle don't lift, let the whole room slow. Lose one more hour where your soft eyes shine. Spin me again, make the night rewind. Last side turning, that smoke ring widening. The shape still soft in the booth light. My thoughts still circling the same sweet ruin.
Bass shit first. Floorboards breathing under the booth. Needle dust in the low light. Smoke rings waking up above the records.
You already in here. Perfume in the leather, smoke in the roof line. Ocean air through the crack in the glass. The ash glow on your thigh. My voice low. Bass under us like a second heartbeat. Yeah. Yeah. From the backseat I confess different. Slow and sideways, watching the coast lamps drag gold across the door trim. Watching your outline lean with the curves while the whole highway hums like it know our business. No sudden moves, just the wheel talking up front, tires brushing dark pavement, and me letting the night stretch long. I got desire in the chest, distance in the jaw, both dressed clean, both too calm to call wrong. Your hair keep catching that panel light, then disappearing and coming back softer. Like the road made you out of fog and patience, out of warm skin and something harder to offer. I could reach, maybe, but I stay in the space between wanting and style. Between the smoke lifting off my lips and the look you throw back every once in a while. It's luxury when nothing gotta rush, when the cabin smell like salt. Sway, and the sweet burn staying plush, when the speakers keep the truth underwater. And every glance feel close enough to touch, far enough to guard you. That's my tempo tonight. Low ride rhythm, shoulders sunk deep, eyes half lit, heart saying pull near, mind saying let the moment sit.
Slide with me, pose with me. Night put silk on the lane for free. Skin so close, so don't reach. Just ride this glide, don't ask what we mean. Slide with me, pose with me. Night put silk on the lane for free. Skin so close, so don't reach. Just ride this glide, don't ask what we mean.
City fell off miles ago. Now it's just bluffside dark in the line of the sea, breathing under the guardrail. Chrome catching brief stars, smoke folding slow in the rear like a private veil. I talk to the back of your neck first, then to your wrist, into the silence between your knees. Not begging, not chasing, just laying each word down heavy as the sub when the cabin freezes. You got that look that keeps things expensive, not loud, just rare. And every time you tilt your head toward the window, I feel the whole car lean there. Maybe that's the distance, not cold, just curated. A little aching designer form, a little space where the won't get elevated. I know the type of touch that could ruin the calm, man. Know the type of scent that could stay on a thought too long. Know how after hours makes the wrong thing feel tender, makes the guarded feel like a song. So I stay smooth with it, voice draped low, no extra shine. Let the coast lights break over your cheek, let your shadow keep crossing mine. It ain't heartbreak, ain't devotion, it's something cleaner, stranger, deep. Like we both came to this road from motion and found a memory that couldn't be.
Close with me, night put silk on the lane for free. Skin so close, so don't reach. Just ride this glide, don't ask what we need. Slide with me, close with me. Night put silk on the lane for free. Skin so close, so don't reach. Just ride this glide, don't ask what we need.
Backseat gospel, soft smoke scripture, ocean hits under the 808. Your fingers tracing nothing on the seat seam, mind resting still like patience getting paid. I could tell you want the heat without the weight, and then this without the claim. I respect that kind of fire, the kind that leaves a mark but never signs its name. So I watch the reflections travel, dashboard blue slipping down the bottle edge. Watch it mouth part like Mabel, watch my thoughts stop at the ledge. No big promises in this cabin, only posts, only hush, only coast road, shimmer on skin, only that luxury sadness. When two people move together and still don't let each other fully in. And maybe that's why it hits sweeter, why the smoke tastes richer on the inhale, why your knee brushing mine once feels louder than anything either of us would tell. I let the low rider cadence carry it, bar by bar, curve by curve, keeping it plush, keeping it blurred, giving the want what the distance deserves. By the time the next exit goes past, I'm all the way in this mood, backseat confessional, dark water outside and you right there, unrateable, beautiful.
No need to name it, let the highway hit. Let the sea wind gloss it over. Let the baseline roll it slow. Slide with me, close with me. Night put silk on the lane for free. Skin so close, so don't reach. Just ride this glide, don't ask what we need.
Road signs thinning, smoke going silver in the dark. Your hand near mine and not just a brief warmth slipping off before it starts. Coast still moving, cabin still blue. I keep the rest in my chest. Stay smooth.
Jasmine in the hallway, warm salt in the air. Your perfume touched the room before your footsteps did. 2 a.m. on the terrace glass, and I'm already whispering your name through the smoke. come closer. Yeah, right there. Don't wake the lamps, don't startle the ocean. Let the bass stay under us, low and expensive. Let the villa breathe around our shoulders. I'm telling you this in real time. Not tomorrow, not after the sun. Right now with the blue pool light moving on your skin. Right now with the sea wind slipping through the open doors. You look soft enough to ruin my balance, quiet enough to make me honest. Then I don't get honest easy. I usually leave the feeling folded neat in the chest. But tonight got that slow burn etiquette, that rich kind of hush. Your hand on the marble edge, my smoke lifting past your wrist, and every small thing saying stay in this hour, stay in this dim gold weather, stay where the warmth feels tender instead of loud.
Let the haze speak for me. Soft on your neck, slow on your sleep. I don't need bright words tonight. Just this smoke saying stay with me.
Yeah, hear that tide, they keep coming in like it know my secret. I've been holding distance all evening, wearing it clean, wearing it calm. But your eyes keep undoing the stitching, so listen. When I lean in like this, when my voice lands low by your ear, that's me giving more than I show. That's me opening the locked room a little. No big scene, no dramatic vow, just midnight tenderness and designer silence. Just my breath, your collarbone, the room gone slower. I like the way your shadow falls across the white floor, like dark silk poured by careful hands. I like the way you answer without answering. Fingers grazing mine and resting, then gone, making patience feel like luxury, making restraint feel intimate, and the smoke between us, that ain't a veil, that's affection learning how to float.
Let the haze speak for me. Soft on your neck, slow on your sleep. I don't need bright words tonight. Just this smoke saying stay with me.
Don't know I keep my cool tailored, voice felt, face still. But under that, yeah, it's all pulse, all ache, all ocean pull. You do that to the night, make everything quieter, then deeper. Make the villa feel too small for what I'm not saying. So I'll say this much: I like you nearest when the hour turns fragile, when the pool light trembles, when the sea leaves silver on the glass, when your perfume and my smoke make one slow language. I like the danger gentle, the heat behave, the way your mouth almost smiles before it does, the way your shoulder brushes past mine like a secret testing behave. And if I sound too calm, that's because I want this lasting, not rushed, not broken by daylight logic, just held here between warm stone, dark water, and this bass in the floor, while I confess in a tone soft enough to keep it all.
Baby, no hard questions. Just stand with me, body open side. Let the night wrap us in blue. Let the hush do the translating. Let the haze speak for me. Soft on your neck, slow on your sleep. I don't need bright words tonight. Just this smoke saying stay with me.
And your hand found mine, light, thumb to palm, palm to pulse. And for a second the whole villa felt held together by that touch. Then it slipped away little by little, your fingers leaving in warm stages. The ocean still breathing, the smoke still climbing. Me still feeling the place you were, long after your hand was gone.
Music, already breathing through the floor when I step in. Moon already swimming on the glass. Silver on your ankle in motion. Smoke already loosening above us in blue layers. Sea hush pressing the walls like it knows devotion. Your silhouette already half turned. Already dangerous, already tender. And I'm already taking my time. Yeah, I move through the mansion like a low note with manners. Tracing reflections that drift from wall to wall. Every pain holds a different version of the water outside. Every cold shimmer turning warm the second you call. Bass rises through the room like velvet pressure, deep enough to settle in the ribs and darken every breath. And you in that moon wash make distance look expensive, make restraint feel less like loss and more like depth. So I keep it measured, smoke in the air, calm in the jaw, letting one stay tailored instead of wild. Some nights don't need noise to feel real, just glass, see light, your shoulder turning slow. And silenced out, I feel the ache in it, sweet in control, the kind that never begs, just lingers handsome in the chest. So I send my voice before my hands, let it rest off around your neck, and let the room do the rest.
Keep that fire folded, keep it fine. Moon on your skin, smoke in the line. Close enough to feel, cool enough to hide. Heat in our hands, never outside.
You pass the long glass like the shoreline, borrow the body in the moonlit water, copies you in pieces I can't claim. I stay with the glide, elbows loose, eyes half lit, letting the room stretch us apart just enough to sweeten the flame. The sadness dressed inside your beauty tonight, not broken, just drifting like a song slowed down on purpose. And I know that language where desire wears manners and melancholy where silk, where the pause has more surface. So we let the smoke do the choreography, ribbon in between us, softening every edge, turning each glance into an event. The mansion keeps glowing around us, see fire on the glass, low lamps on your cheekbone. My thoughts where your calm was bent. I could say too much and cheapen it, turn this into hunger when it's finer as tension, finer as warmth kept precise. So I give you the measure, virgin base in the blood, patience in the tongue, danger without the price. Yeah,
Keep that fire folded, keep it fine. Moon on your skin, smoke in the line. Close enough to feel, cool enough to hide. Heat in our hands, never outside. Oh.
now the whole mansion feels afloat, like the water outside rose up and taught the walls to breathe slower. Your fingers skim the table edge, my gaze skims the move, and even the moon goes quiet for a moment longer. This is costly, hush and private weather. After hours polished with, feeling under every polished frame, I cruise through it slow and exact, carrying that laid back burn like a hidden lighter with no need for flame. You give me a look at the open the door, but tonight I stay loyal to the drift, loyal to the ache, staying elegant. The sea beyond the glass teaches distance, how it can touch everything and still stay irrelevant. Maybe that's why I want you most like this, moonlit, near and never fully mine. Maybe that's why the smoke tastes sweeter when the low end keeps saying take your time, take your time.
No sparks thrown wild, no scene made loud. Just sea lights, soft lungs, and a low room sway. You know the code, I know the cause, so we keep the heat beautiful by keeping it contained. Keep that fire folded, keep it fine. Moon on your skin, smoke in the line. Close enough to feel, cool enough to hide. Heat in our hands, never outside.
The bass grows farther in the floor, your outline softer in the silver and the smoke thin slow. Moonlight drains itself across the glass in quieter waves, your perfume fading with the ocean below. I watch the room unmake itself in silk degrees, each reflection dimmer than before. One last glow on your shoulder, one last hush from the sea, one last breath of that controlled fire, and only me.
2:08 a.m. Velvet under my wrist, bass in the ribs. Your perfume already talking before either one of us did. Booth corner, low lamp, amber on your collarbone. Brain moving sideways, slow drip, no straight road home. Ice in the glass saying little things, little clicks, little warnings. I ignore all that, lean deep in the blur, let the room keep breathing. Smoke on your lap, soft and deliberate. My thoughts breaking apart, then circling back, then breaking again. Gold ring on your finger, not promise, just flash. Red cherry at the tip, then dark, then flash. I'm reading you wrong on purpose, maybe right by accident. Half a grin, half a dare, whole body speaking in fragments. Booth got us folded in, velvet swallowing edges. Music from the floorboards, crawling up slow, expensive. I think your name, don't say it. Just let the haze translate what my mouth won't admit.
Talk to me in hate, slow across my face. No hard words tonight, just that smoke on my tape.
You move, stop, move again, like the night got edited by desire. My drink stay cold, my post on. Speaker cones pushing heat through the table frame. And I'm somewhere between watching and sinking. We skin glowing cigarette galaxies. You tap ash like punctuation. I take that as affection, maybe obsession. Maybe this is romance in a darker dialect. Breath near my ear, then gone, then near. Nothing direct, everything felt. That's your language, cloud over my shoulder, whisper over the rim, lips barely parting, whole room tilting with it. I keep catching details out the side of my head. Sway seat, crease, shine on the bottleneck. The little burn mark in the table, the way your bracelet slides when your hand finds the boot seam. All of it intimate, all of it saying stay here, stay soft, stay spun, stay under this weather.
Talk to me in hate, slow across my face. No hard words, just that smoke on my tape.
I'm not counting minutes, only drags, glances, bass drops. Only the warm fog between your shoulder and my chest. Thoughts all broken back, pretty though, luxury in the ruin. You smile like a secret with good timing. I answer with a voice that barely rises. Let it coast, let it melt. Male low tone, silk over subwoofer grain. Outside doesn't exist right now. No street, no clock, no clean air. Just blue velvet, dim gold. Your scent writing over everything. And me, inside the sentence of it, unfinished, willing. You tilt your glass, I watch the light swim through it. Watch your thumb rest there. Watch the smoke choose you every time it climbs. That's how I know. This ain't just atmosphere, this is contact. This is flirtation without the sharp edges. This is one made gentle, made thick, made slow enough to drown in smiling.
No need for big vows, just come closer. Let the room blur us together. Let the haze say what it says. Talk to me in haze, slow across my face. No hard words tonight, just that smoke on my tape. Talk to me in haze, slow across my face. Talk to me in haze. No hard words tonight, talk to me in haze. Just that smoke. Just that smoke on take the side door. Keep your shine low. Neon bleeding on the alley floor, velvet dark by the wall. Come lean where the bass turns soft and dangerous. I've been holding this little midnight space for you. Drifting like the film already rolling, like the alley wrote my entrance in red tubes and wet brick gleam. Backdoor club, hush at the threshold. Smoke combing through the lights so slow it feels almost seen. Everything dressed in after hours, polished, chrome latch, cool, booth trim, dark floor posts moving under the scene. And I'm all heat in a quiet suit, all one in a calm face, all late night shine with nobody to keep it clean. Dream state glide, I don't touch the room, I float through it, shoulder first, thought second, lungs full of expensive blur. Velvet shadows folding over corners, over bottles, over your outline, making every near thing softer than it were. There's loneliness in the glow tonight, not ugly, not loud, just handsome and deep, just sitting behind the ribs with style. Like the whole club knows how to hold two people inches apart and still leave a continent in the aisle. I watch your wrist catch color from the sign, watch the smoke slow around your throat like you know your silhouette by heart. And my mind keep narrating in syrup frames, every move stretch golden, every pause edited into art. No rush in me, only burn with manners, only the kind of hunger that stays pressed and never spills. While the alley outside hums low through the wall and the deep end keeps rolling up through the hills.
Say it in vapor, don't say it plain. Let the blue air curl around my name. Moving close, let the silence prove. Haze got a mouth when the lights stay bruised. Say it in vapor, don't say it plain. Let the blue air curl around my name. Moving close, let the silence prove. Haze got a mouth when the lights stay bruised.
I remember the room tilting soft like the bass line. Put one hand on the ceiling and one hand under my chest. Your perfume cutting through the fruit smoke, warm and faint, making the darkest part of the club feel dressed. You never had to reach far, that was the danger. The nearness already did enough damage in the half-lit red. Just one glance held too long and my whole cool posture started glowing under the skin instead. Back alley neon through the crack in the door, through little wounds of color across the floor in your knee. And I kept floating there, calm as a saint, wrecked as a sinner, letting the dream do what it do to me. This ain't loud desire, it's the private kind, the kind that lives between exhales and small delayed turns. The kind that sits in a low chair, laying smoking slow, letting the body learn what the mouth never learns. I could've made a scene, sure, but the luxury was in the restraint, in the way the hour kept shining on the edge, and the way your shadow leaned over mine and left it deeper like soft ink feathering at the ledge. So I stayed in the cinema of it, slow voice in my head, dark room around it, your shape moving like a secret with a pulse. And every second kept widening, warmer and emptier together till the whole club felt full and numb at once.
Say it in vapor, don't say it plain. Let the blue air curl around my name. Moving close, let the silence prove. Haze got a mouth when the lights stay bruised. Say it in vapor, don't say it plain. Let the blue air curl around my name. Moving close, let the silence prove. Haze got a mouth when the lights stay bruised.
By then the dreaming, fully open alley sign outside, buzzing like a tired halo over the service stair. Inside velvet dark, swallowing edges, gold off the bottle, smoke right in private weather through my hair. And you were there like a scene I'd seen before, somewhere under sleep, familiar in the most dangerous way. Close enough to raise the heat in my hands, far enough to keep the loneliness fed all the same. That contradiction wore me smooth, made me glide cleaner, made my stare heavier, made the low end feel like truth. I was all laid back, fire, all polished, ache, all cool behavior wrapped around one restless tooth. Even the club girls passing blurred like extras, the whole
whole frame belonged to the red sign. The haze, your slow turn. And the night kept teaching me how a man can stay composed while every quiet nerve in him burned. The words between us were trusting. So the smoke became grammar, the room became tempo, the light became cue. And I let the moment keep translating what the body meant, what the eyes meant, what the stillness knew. Heat sat pretty in the chest, loneliness sat prettier, both dressed in shadow like they came with the room. Till I couldn't tell if I was watching you or drowning in the atmosphere. Your nearness gave the gloom. Back door glow, low room sway. Red light drifting with a soft ghost sleigh. No hard promise, no rescue move. Just the haze speaking, fluent in the bruise. Say it in vapor, don't say it plain. Let the blue air curl around my name. Moving close, let the silence prove. Haze got a mouth when the lights stay blue. The sign outside, soft and red. Face sank lower, faces disappeared. The shape went shadow the memory. And before the room went black, I knew I wanted more than I let survive.
Vanilla on the warm wind with tired heat and coffee steam. Cherry smoke on the collar of the night. Purple neon on the chrome. Somebody move close enough to blur the radio static. And the whole lot turns slow. I drift through the retro glow like the parking lines got painted in my head. Watching lavender let it spill across the hood. Fries in a paper bag by the shifter. Bass under the seat, rolling low like a post too smooth to call trouble. I catch an outline by the ice machine. Gold on your wrist doing damage. Skin carrying perfume through warm air and gasoline. Dreams stay sly, I never really walk here. I float from jukebox echo to soda light shimmer like the night was poured for me. Chrome trim holding bruised reflections. Boulevard dust on a wheel well. Velvet hush all around the diner walls. You look once and the whole scene folds. Slow every motion stretching like smoke teaching time to stall. I keep the voice laid back. Let it sink in a sub, no rush in the tongue. Just silk through the dim with a dangerous calm. Purple on the dash, salt on my fingertips. Your shadow on the door frame, got the kind of silence that does harm.
Purple on my breath, gold in my lane. Soft touch, slow flame. Say my name like rain. Ride that glow, don't break the chain. Low life, high taste, let it drip, maintain.
I see the waitress stacking cups inside, but out here, it's just us and a hum. Menu board flicker casting spells on the paint. The air turns sweet then darker, like burnt sugar and leather. And your laugh comes lazy enough to make the whole block faint. I lean on the door while tires whisper past the curb. Your nails drawing circles on my sleeve. Every second got a syrup pull, every look another soft command. And I follow without needing to leave. That's the mystery, how the light stays ordinary, but the pulse beneath it turns holy when you breathe in. How the radio mutters some lost melody and suddenly the asphalt shines expensive, lacquered and clear. I tell myself keep it cool, let the smoke do the talking where the hard lines used to live. But your presence bends every edge, dressing the scene in a softness the city don't usually give. By the payphone post, your silhouette turns half real. Half from living like I dreamed this out before the engine cooled. Mint and smoke in the same slow second. Fry hits inside, boulevard outside sounding pool. Your fingers trace the seam on my jacket. Bass pressing from the trunk like a heart too rich to panic. Everything moving in silk delay. Even the malls around, the purple tubes looking elegant. Almost cinematic. Talk in long waves, let each bar curl slow. Because fast would crack the mood, and this mood deserves royal pace. The lot smells like rubber, perfume and midnight sugar. In a luxury light all over your face. Not loud, just certain. The kind of beauty that enters and lowers the room. And I'm there, fully gone in the glow, wearing mystery like cologne beneath the dying bloom. No sunrise talk, no promise heavy. Just chrome halos, warm air, your pulse near mine. Old signs singing, low trunk swelling. Two shadows slipping, loose from time. Purple on my breath, gold in my lane. Soft touch, slow flame, say my name like rain. Ride that glow, don't break the chain. Low life, hot taste, let it drip, maintain. In your hand, found mine, for a blink, by the fender light. Soft as a secret, crossing through the haze. And just like that, it started leaving. Fingertip by fingertip, while the neon kept pouring purple on your shade. My palm kept the ghost of it, sweet smoke, skin heat, that after I was charged. Then the night took your hand away completely. And I stayed in the violet hum, engine low, heart large.
Slow in the suspension breathe. Wrist loose on the wheel, smoke past the cheek. Rain still shining on the boulevard. Her tray still warm in the fabric. Liz half down, bass in the chest. Whole body moving like the night still has me. Wet chrome, long glow, lane lines melting in puddles. And I keep circling the same soft hunger with the same calm face. After hours all over the paint, all over the signs, all over the water on the street, turning the block to liquid lace. No talk in the cabin, only thought folding back on itself, only craving dress clean and slow. Elbow easy, brave vision, smoke drawing gray ribbons with a dark glass, holds a dashboard glow. Everything slide, everything double in reflection, neon bending on the asphalt like it wanna stay there. And my mind keep drifting to the curve of a waist from earlier, the perfume that outlasted everybody there. That kind of wanting with manners, that kind of ache with style, pressure that never shouts, just lean. I wear it cool while the low end knocks under the seat and the whole boulevard gleams.
Flow slow, stay low, let the West Street glow. Bass roll, smoke curl, let the whole night coast. Flow slow, stay low, let the lane light pour. After rain, after hours, I just want more.
Rain left diamonds in the gutter, halos round the lamps. Silver on the hood with a Nike touching down. And the craving keeps circling with the motor purr. With the rich kind of loneliness that comes dressed down. No names in their head, no speeches, only skin memory. Post memory in the last near touch, replayed in haze. Smoke loop, thought loop, route loop. Desire bending back on itself while the boulevard finds new ways to delay. I like it like this. Truth half hidden, body relaxed. Want it stretched long enough to sound right with the sub. I like the city better when it's tired, when the chrome looks softer, when the signs look dipped and blushed. That's the luxury, not loud rooms. Just one clean car, one dark run, one hunger moving correct. One mind deep in the weather, one heartbeat behind the beat. One calm exterior keeping the inside in check.
Flow slow, stay low, let the West Street glow. Bass roll, smoke curl, let the whole night coast. Flow slow, stay low, let the lane light pour. After rain, after hours, I just want more.
The boulevard got that washed off beauty, that late magic where even distance looks expensive in the rearview gloss.
Inside the cabin, it's all velvet pressure. Cool control, elegant appetite, counting every little thing it lost, not heartbreak. Something slicker, warmer, riding the line between indulgence and restraint. Living in the shoulders, in the jaw, and half closed eyes, and the way the smoke climbs through the faint. I run the same stretch again, same mural blur, same light pool, same wet curb jewelry, same obsession done up new. Cause the city after rain don't judge, replay it, just lays out more shimmer for the tires, more black silk for the coupe. And the mind keeps feeding itself, body angle, soft motions. One look from earlier that never stopped doing what it do. That's the loop, that's the float. Want it without noise, want it without losing the cool. No voices, no answers, just the cruise and the gleam. West City breathing, smoke threading through the beam. Heart under control, but the ones stay away. Now I got more to give, and I got more to take. Flow slow, stay low, let the West Street glow. Bass roll, smoke curl, let the whole night close. Flow slow, stay low, let the lane light pour. After rain, after hours, I just want more.
Then the sky starts paling at the edge of the block. First grade cutting in the purple like a bill come due. Street shine losing some of its spell. Smoke thin and silver, craving still dressed nice but easier to see through. Morning presses at the signs, at the hood, at the eyes, making the boulevard less dream and more road. Still I carry the last of the fever in my chest, while the wet chrome does a little when the soft flow goes cold.
Come here. Not too loud. Slide in where the red lamp barely reaches. Booth soft. Smoke high. Bass low in the ribs. Leave the rest of the room outside this curtain of air. You came through slow, real slow. Like the whole lounge had to make room around your outline before it could breathe again. Gold on the glass, ember in the tray. Velvet under my palm and your perfume cutting through the burn, sweet and clean. I kept the voice low for a reason. Some nights crack if you touch them too hard, so I let the sub do the leaning. Let the smoke do the blurring. Let my eyes say what the mouth could afford to hide. You always talk like the night belongs to you. Like the lamp over this booth got trained to flatter your calm. But I see the tell, that little pause before you look up. That hunger dress neat, the polished J. Maybe I like it better when a one stays tailored. When the room turns plush and dangerous without making a scene. You need in mind, not that near. That distance gotta shine on it. That's luxury. Midnight plush, keep it close. No fast hand, just velvet smoke. Hold that hush, don't break the glow. All night soft, all night slow. Midnight plush, keep it close. No fast hand, just velvet smoke. Hold that hush, don't break the glow. All night soft, all night slow. I like the way you sit back and still put a whole booth towards you. One hand lazy on the glass. One thought somewhere under your chain in that low tone, making everything feel more expensive than it is. Outside could disappear and you wouldn't blink. Inside this corner though, you notice everything. My wrist turning into lamplight. The ring of water by the coaster. The smoke catching in my hair and hanging there like it found a better home. I know this because I'm already in too deep to act casual. Not reckless, never that. Just calm enough to make it look easy. My wretch got that after hours polish. Red shadows on the wall, little reflection sliding down the bottleneck every time the bass folds under us. And you make the whole room smaller, not with noise, with gravity.
That's a dangerous compliment.
Only if you lean closer when I say it.
Midnight plush, keep it close, no fast hand, just velvet smoke. Hold that hush, don't break the glow. All night soft, all night slow. Midnight plush.
Now the booth feels like a secret with upholstery. Soft red, dark wood, your thigh turn half away, your mouth turn half toward me. And every second stretching longer than it should. I could ruin this by speaking plain. I know that. Plain talk is for daylight. This hour needs weight, not volume. Needs a slower kind of confession. Something that lands low and stays.
You say it like that. Say it in a rhythm you keep hiding behind. Say why your eyes keep returning to me every time the room goes dimmer. Say why your hand never moves far from mine and never lands. Say why you look so calm when you clearly are. Because I want this clean, not cheap, not rush. I want the heat with manners. I want the danger upholstered. I want your nana staying right here in the space where it glows hardest. And I know that look on you, the half-lidded one. It means you know exactly what you're doing to me.
Maybe I do. Maybe I came for that.
In no sudden move,
No loud promises.
just this food, just the smoke. Just one long hour wrapped in velvet while the low end keeps us on.
Hush, keep it close, no fast hand, just velvet smoke. Hold that hush, don't break the glow. All night soft, all night slow. Morning found the glass first, no glamour in it, just pale light on the table ring. The lamp had gone weak, the smoke had gone thin. You were quiet, I was quieter. Velvet still warm where the night had been. Bass long gone from the speakers, still living somewhere under the chest. Nobody rushed to name it. Nobody needed to, just the booth. The empty glass. The ash gone cold. And that heavy little silence. Only morning knows. Already sunk in the booth. Red lamp low. Smoke drifting in soft layers over the table edge. Your sleeve near mine. Bass already rolling through the velvet. Room already blurred at the corners. Ice gone quiet in the glass. Gold dim on your wrist. Whole lounge moving like a slow thought. Haze got my mind in ribbons, not broken, just loosened. Thoughts floating sideways, landing on your shoulder. Then the ashtray glowed in the shape of your knee under shadow. Everything plush in here, booth back warm, air sweetened by burnt leaf and perfume. I keep sinking deeper without moving. That kind of calm, expensive, dangerous in a quiet way. Your nana's got a soft blade to it. Nothing loud, still it opens the chest a little. I watch smoke rise between us and make new weather. Watch the lamp stroke bronze across your throat. Watch my cool stay tailored while the blood runs hotter underneath. That's the game tonight. Not chase, not spill, just appetite with posture. This velvet warmth wrapped around a hidden risk. And me, somewhere inside the blur, smiling like I'm not already gone. Bank the flame, keep it sleek. Red stays low, no need to speak. Cool in the eyes, see underneath.
Hold that fire with a velvet breeze. Bank the flame, keep it sleek. Red stains low, no need to speak. Cool in the eyes, see underneath. Hold that fire with a velvet breeze.
Dream fog logic. Your hand by the glass, my pulse by the base. The room folding inward to the booth, feel like the only real place left. Everybody else turns decorative, soft shapes pass and shine, nothing that matters. Only this corner, this dim gold, this pressure dressed nice, I keep thinking in fragments. The curve of your mouth, the hush after you lean back, the little hazard in how relaxed you look. That's what does it. Not motion, suggestion, not touch, the almost of it. I stay draped in the smoke, let the low wind carry the wanting, so my face don't have to. Let the night keep its manners. Still, under that smooth, under the laid back finish, there's a lit thing pacing. Clean shoes, dark shirt, hunger comb neat, trying not to show its teeth.
Bank the flame, keep it sleek. Red stays low, no need to speak. Cool in the eyes, see underneath. Hold that fire with a velvet breeze. Bank the flame, keep it sleek. Red stays low, no need to speak. Cool in the eyes, see underneath. Hold that fire with a velvet breeze.
Now the lounge feels slower than time, like the lamplight got thick, like the smoke learned your outline and kept rewriting it over the room. I'm deep in the stream of it, half memory while it's happening, half desire, half defense. Home mood, you shift once, that's enough. My mind circles it 3 different ways. Your warmth at the booth scene, your perfume settling into the fabric, the risk and how easy this all seems. Nothing reckless here, that's what makes it richer. All this control glowing from the inside, all this restraint making the want look polished. I let the beat hold my spine still, let the haze do the reckless part for me. And somewhere between the ember light and your half-turned profile, I know I'm staying longer than I planned just to keep this danger beautiful. No sudden spark, just low red, soft lungs, and the booth holding steady. No broken composure, just a slow burn dressed well enough to pass for calm.
Oh yeah, yeah, oh. Bank the flame, keep it sleek. Red stays low, no need to speak. Cool in the eyes, see underneath. Hold that fire with a velvet breeze. Bank the flame, keep it sleek. Red stays low, no need to speak. Cool in the eyes, see underneath. Hold that fire with a velvet breeze.
Last pour in the glass, smoke thinning above the table. Lamp glow softer now, your outline still dangerous. Bass moving under everything, patient, Doric alive. I keep the posture, keep the face cool, keep the ember hidden where it hurts best. And under my breath, stay.
Already in the room. Back cushion catching my shoulders. Pool light moving on the ceiling glass. Smoke already writing soft weather above the deck. You're already near enough to turn the whole penthouse tender. From the rear seat of the night, I confess different. low, careful. Like the city below might overhear if I let the words stand up too straight. Pool reflections, keep breaking on the stone and climbing your legs in blue fragments. I stay half sunk, half gone. Watching that happen, watching your wrist touch the rail. Watching the smoke curl once, then lose its shape against your skin. That's enough. Midnight tenderness got its own pace. Not loud, not flashy, just deep bass under the deck, warm air over the water, and my calm voice trying not to tell on my chest. I like this distance because it glows. I like this nearness because it hurts a little. Luxury in the hush, heat in the restraint. Everything soft enough to keep everything dangerous enough to remember.
Smoke by your collarbone, blue on your skin. I let the night move slow and let you pull me in. No brand confession, just bread in the dim. Smoke by your collarbone, blue on your skin.
I'm still talking from the back corner, back cushion. Back half of the hour, the truth gets smoother and the lies get tired. The pool keeps flickering across the glass doors behind you like it's trying to rewrite your outline. And maybe it does, maybe that's why you look half real, half something I've been driving toward all night without a road in sight. Short inhale, long stare, the smoke keeps finding you first, keeps laying silver over your shoulder, over your throat, over the place my mind keeps circling without landing. I keep the phrasing slow, then shorter, then slow again. That mixed up rhythm of a man staying cool while his pulse leans closer than his hands do. You turn once, that's enough to tilt the deck. That's enough to make the skyline feel decadent. That's enough to make this whole penthouse look built around one body and one little confession.
Smoke by your collarbone, blue on your skin. I let the night move slow and let you pull me in. No bride confession, just breathe in the dim. Smoke by your collarbone, blue on your skin.
The tenderness is what does it, not the height, not the view, not even the luxury of the water throwing light on everything expensive. It's the quiet way you stay beside me, the almost touch, the pool light on your knee, the way the smoke turns intimate when it passes between us and doesn't ask permission. I'm built laid back, yeah, voice low, face easy, but midnight got a way of putting truth in the fabric, in the seat seam, in the glass, in the little pause before I say your name inside my own head and leave it there. No dialogue from you needed, the deck says enough, the reflections say enough, the bass under the floor says what I can't say straight without breaking the spell. So I keep it half hidden, a confession, but dressed right, a warning, but polished, a backseat kind of honesty where the world ahead stays blurred and the real thing happens in the low-lit rear of the moment.
Stay in this blue, don't rush the air. Let the smoke do the touching till my voice gets there. Smoke by your collarbone, blue on your skin. I let the night move slow and let you pull me in. No bright confession, just breath in the dim. Smoke by your collarbone, blue on your skin.
Pool light still trembling on the glass, smoke still loosening above the deck. I'm still in the back cushion with your outline moving blue across the room. City far below, bass low under everything, and it comes back the same way it started. Already in the room.
salt on the collar first, and your perfume folding into the cabin. Ocean air through the cracked glass, smoke rising slow while the headlights comb the coast. Yeah. Black top shining like poured ink beside the water wheel, loose in my palm. Low end curl deep under the seats. I keep my face calm, but the night keep touching my thoughts with your outline warm as the leather, soft as the heat. Dashboard blue on the chrome trim, tied on the rocks, tire hum stretching the dark into something rich and patient. Every mile feel expensive, not loud, just smooth, just smoking salt and the kind of wanting that stay adjacent.
I lean toward a window and let the sea breeze lift my hair, watching the guardrail flicker silver then disappear. I feel your quiet before I feel your eyes, that polished kind of render, never reckless, always near.
My thigh catching flashes from the console, my pulse staying velvet, my calm staying dressed in gold. This road got me drifting inside your pace, where time goes syrup thick and every second moves slow.
Clock blur, miles melt, whole night folding gold. You in my haze, me in your slow. Clock blur, miles melt, still we don't let go. One long coast, one long go-go.
I know the curve of this highway, but tonight it feel different, like the cliffs in the water got taught your name. Moonlight breaking on the hood and pale fragments in the smoke keep drawing halos around the frame. I don't say much, I let the engine speak, let the bass line keep my confession pressed low in the grain. Cause some obsessions look better in motion when the seat stays warm and the heart still.
I watch your jaw in the passing light, all cool control, all luxury tension, all danger, I'm smooth. You drive like a secret, measured and heavy, like the coast itself got tucked inside your groove.
And I let my shoulder drift nearer, not touching yet, just close enough to bend the air between, close enough for the smoke to choose both of us, close enough for the silence to go liquid and lean.
Miles melt, whole night folding gold. You in my haze, me in your slow. Clock blur, miles melt, still we don't let go. One long coast, one long go-go.
Now the city behind us barely exists, just a faint bruise of light somewhere far in the rear view haze. And I'm deep in the private shine of this ride, where obsession wears manners and the dark wears grace. Your perfume still braided with ocean salt, my thoughts looping soft like smoke rings in a low roof car. I stay laid back, but the warmth keeps circling, coming back prettier every time we pass another
Till
splar.
the night thinning at the edges, but not enough to break it, not enough to make the spell turn plain. The seat, the bass, the coast, your calm, all of it moving through me like warm weather before rain. I could call this tenderness, could call it danger, could call it some beautiful thing with no fixed name.
But it's really just us and this long black ribbon, letting blurred time worship the same blue flame. No way, yeah.
Just go slide,
Just smoke bread.
just the road making room for a feeling too smooth to hold still.
Clock blur,
Clock blur,
miles melt,
miles
all night falling gold.
all night folding gold.
the guardrails soften. The moon goes thinner on the hood. Smoke loosens into the dark like it was never trying to stay.
The sea turns quieter, the dashboard dims. Our reflections fade into the windshield like water losing shade.
And the highway keeps dissolving ahead, mile by mile, breath by breath, till even the night feels liquid and far away.
Roll up door half open. Moon cutting across the floor. Then your silhouette stepped out by the lift. All leg, all shadow, all shine. Chrome caught you in pieces before I got the whole view. And the whole shot went slow around that line. You walked through the silver like the night had a favorite shape, baby, all calm and all sheen glow. Two drawers sleeping, gauges dim, low bass in the walls, and your perfume turning the cool air warm and slow. I kept one hand on the fender, one thought on your waist. Smoke hanging soft by the beams overhead. After hours got manners in here, all polished and hungry. All moon on the chrome and heat under the thread. You keep looking like that, whole room gon' tilt, whole hood gon' wear my outline. You keep talking that low, I might lean on the coupe and let your little rhythm turn mine. I like this hush on the metal, this shop with its secrets, this dark with its silver control. You got that laid back burn in your mouth and you smile like you know how to handle a soul. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Maybe tonight I just like how you move by the racks. Moon on the quarter panel, smoking the rafters. Your shadow sliding over the stacked up jacks. Pulling loud, just elegant, starving a little. Just appetite dressed in clean black taste. And every chrome reflection keep copying you different. Like the whole shop want one more trace. Moon on your frame, stay in my light. Chrome keep your name all over the night. Slide in my glow, slow and precise. Moonlit possession, just for tonight. I hear the engine cooling down, hear the soft tick, tick. Hear your hunger trying to stay refined. I see it in the way you pause by the workbench, like you want my body in the calm at the same time. This kind of night don't need a crowd, don't need a stage. Just a half-lit bay and a dangerous view. Just moon on the hood and that deep little tremble in the room when I turn back towards you. You right, the shop already singing. Hydraulic ghosts and soft blue smoke making halos near the chain. My voice stay velvet, my stare stay measured, but the blood got a quicker idea. Under the grain, I like how your fingers skim the polished rim, how the chrome throws light on your wrist in loops, how the shadows under the hanging lamps make your walk feel custom, expensive, built for the coupe. Then quit pretending it's only the moon, doing all this silver work on my skin. Quit acting like the air went hot by itself, like the bass in your chest. They ain't asking me in. I came for the hush, for the scent of oil at midnight, for the way your calm looks ready to break, for that smooth little fire you carry behind your teeth, and the slow kind of trouble you make. Moon on your frame,
enough for your shadow to merge with mine on the tire stack wall. And the whole place got softer, even the steel looked warm. Even the quiet felt rich in the stall. No street outside matter, no clock on the office. Just the auto shop moon in your breath by my jaw. Just the chrome making doubles of every near touch, every little, almost every elegant flaw. That's what I wanted, this half-held tension, this silver delay, this hunger with class. Your hand near my hip, but not there yet. You're smoking the light, your reflection in the glass. I like when the moment stays dressed up, when the warmth got posture, when the heat stay cool, when a man can look ready to lose control and still keep the room smooth like a jewel. Then let it stay right there, in that sweet spot between us, where the moon does the talking for me, where the shop floor shines black like a river, and the hood on a mammoth throws your glow back to me. I don't need the whole world, don't need tomorrow, don't need daylight touching what this became. Just this babe, this chrome, this hush, your silhouette finished in silver, and my pulse saying your name. No rush, no rush, just a low light, just the right moon on the metal, smoke in the air, two shadows leaning where the chrome turns rare. Moon on your frame, stay in my life, chrome keep your name all over the night, slide in my glow, slow and precise, moonlit possession.
The terrace light already slipping over my thigh. Sea already breathing against the stone. Smoke already turning silver in the room behind me. And 2 a.m. already got me moving like I never left this. 12:40 a.m. Palm shadow sliding on the hood. Blue needles on the dash, haze on the boulevard. Whole city soft into a glow I could wear. Yeah, I let the coupe move like dark silk through the median lights. Slow enough for the chrome to catch each street lamp and turn it richer than it was. And the boulevard keeps opening under midnight blur. Palms in a long procession, windows black, storefronts dressed in quiet color and hush. No dialogue in here, just my thoughts glossed over by the low end. Just smoking, patient ribbons, just the engine purring like it knows what I won't name. This is tenderness in luxury form, not bright, not messy, just a warm little pull under the ribs while the lane lines stretch clean and the skyline softens in flame. One hand easy on the wheel, face calm in the mirror, all smooth behavior while the inside keeps leaning toward one memory. Every stoplight lands across the windshield like a jewel lowered slow, and every breath tastes like smoke, warm air, and old restraint.
Glide with the palms, glide with the blue, low on the lane where the stoplights move. Dash full of stars, hood full of hay. I keep the night riding all through me. Glide with the palms, glide with the blue, low on the lane where the stoplights move. Dash full of stars, hood full of hay. I keep the night riding all through me.
The boulevard keeps its manners, long and expensive, all medium palms and sleeping glass, all muted neon bleeding onto the paint and thin beautiful wounds. Reflections roll over the door trim and across my knuckles, and somewhere inside that motion I feel the tender part of the hour ride smoother than perfume. This is not hunger trying to own the room, this is gentler, polished kind of wanting that lets the city breathe first and lets the baseline make the confession. I pass dark storefront chrome and late window glow, and each one looks like a private scene. I was almost in some version of closeness, still folded inside the midnight weather. So I stay in the glide and let the voice in my head run slow and cinematic. Let it describe the dashboard glow like jewelry, and the whole drive like a ritual I know by heart.
Glide with the palms, glide with the blue, low on the lane where the soft lights move. Dash full of stars, hood full of hay. I keep the night riding all through me. Glide with the palms, glide with the blue, low on the lane where the soft lights move. Dash full of stars, hood full of hay. through me now.
Now I'm deeper in the boulevard, farther from the loud parts, where the palms get taller and the city settles into a low electric whisper. The whole ride feels built for thought, for smoke, for the kind of composure a man wears when the sweetest thing in him is also the hardest to resist. Collar open to the vent air, gold on the stem and emblem, dark gloss on the hood, every surface answering back in quiet luxury. But under all that shine, there's still the midnight tenderness, still the wish that something soft could stay, still that almost touching the mind moving beside me. No need to speak it plain, the boulevard says enough, the palms say enough, the long run of blue indicators and red tail lights ahead say what my mouth never would. This is a kind of night where care comes dressed in calm, where smoke makes the interior feel intimate. Waving distance looks gentle and good.
No hard truth, just a lane unrolling. No bright scene, just the palm still glowing. No loud heart, just the bass down deep in the haze on the boulevard holding me. No hard truth, just a lane unrolling. No bright scene, just the palm still glowing. No loud heart, just the bass down deep in the haze on the boulevard holding me.
Yeah. The palms stand out. The storefront glow slips off the doors. The city keeps going without me looking back. No wave, no signal, no goodbye. Yeah. Just the coupe easing forward through the last soft haze, and the boulevard letting me leave like I was never supposed to stay.
Already halfway through the bay. Foam sliding off the hood. Blue tubes burning in the mist. Driver door cracked. Smoke curling past the mirror. Chrome trembling under rinse light while the night stays slow. Palm on the wheel, wrist loose, elbow low in the window seam, jaw still, chain dim, white wall hush on the wet concrete gleam. She by the rail, hip turn, one heel set in the runoff shine. Miss touching the thigh, red on the chrome, blue on the waistline, no voice in the wash, just shoulders, just breathe, cause it's prey bar sweep, just a hood full of halos and the body going slow when the low end gets deep. Head tilt, hair shift, fingers grazing the pay station glass, smoke over the roof line, droplets on the grill, everything built to last, syrup in the motion, no rush in the frame, desiring the details, never loud, still doing damage the same, foam line sliding down the door, knee angle changing once, whole bay, catching that move in the whole chrome world, going lush.
Neon in the mist, drift to the slow, chrome hold a glow where the soft lights flow, skin in the haze, glow in the vault, ride that devotion till the rinse runs out. Yeah,
Tunnel lights boasting, green and violet, gold on the soap slick floor. Her shoulder by the quarter panel, his hand on the dash, wanting more. No talk, just posture, no promise, just trace. Steam on the side, glass, warm fog, folding over the face. A little lean in, a little pause. One step closer when the dry arms stop. One thumb on the lighter, one exhale up. One body in the mirror, one body in the drop. Chrome making copies, water making ghosts. Mist on the emblems, smoke on the coat. Deep bass under the seat back, hush in the bay machine hum. And the whole car wash turning holy in the hour it become. She drags one nail through the fog on the window. He settles deeper in the leather and suede. Nothing said, everything there. all of it rich in the after hour shade. Jay.
Neon in the mist, drift to the slow. Chrome hold the glow where the soft lights flow. Skinning in the haze, low and devout. Ride that devotion till the rinse runs out.
Hey, rear quarter shining, tail light red and the puddle cut black. Mist on the trunk lip, smoking a ribbon, running back. He steps out once, coat open, shoulder turn to the wash bay blue. She stays by the rail, chin lifted, water paws on the shoe. Body language ritual, nothing but angles and pace. Hand on the roof, hand off the roof, steam passing over the face. A slow walk by the bumper, a slow turn through the spray. One look through the windshield, glaring the whole night, bending that way. Luxury in the silence, lust in the restraint. Clean car, dirty fog, polish won't with no complaint. The brushes hang sleeping above, the nozzles drip down in time, and the bass keeps rolling through the concrete like a hand along the spine. Mist get thicker, lights get softer, chrome get deeper with every pass.
Already in the room, with the monitors glowing cobalt through the smoke. Already in the swivel chair, one hand on the armrest, one hand near the board. Already hearing the kick drum press slow through the floor while the booth glass holds your outline in a blue hush. I let the session breathe like midnight velvet. All patch cables, dim LEDs, polished wood in that warm studio air, carrying perfume through the haze like it belongs in the mix. The waveform crawls across the screen in soft pulses. The talkback light sleeps red. The condenser waits in the booth, and I stay low in the chest, smooth in the posture, cool in the mouth while the warning keeps warming the ribs from the inside. That's the discipline of it, not no feeling, just feeling with a tailored fit. Just heat moving under control while the low end rolls deep enough to make every glance feel expensive. Put a wall of faded caps, smoke above the keyboard, your shadow double in the glass. And me narrating the whole scene in a slow after hours drift, like the room itself got syrup in the lungs in a luxury habit. It never plans to quit.
Keep that fire under silk. Hold that glow and let it chill. Blue room, slow room, let it build. Heat stay smooth, never spill.
I lean back and watch the booth window turn cinematic. Your shoulder catching a strip light, your wrist brushing the headphones. Your reflection arriving a half second later, like the night is giving me two versions for the price of one. No sudden move in me, no cheap rush, just that smoked out patience, that polished appetite. The baseline keeps the secret safer than language ever could. And every time the snare snaps, it feels like the room pulls tighter around us. Smaller, warmer, more private, more dangerous in a soft way. I like the way the blue wash cools the walls while the actual heat stays hidden in the details. And the pause before I press play again. And the way my fingers hover over the console like they already know restraint is part of the seduction. This is not chaos, this is studio luxury. This is wanting that knows how to wear a black shirt and sit still.
Keep that fire under seal. Hold that glow and let it chill. Blue room, slow room, let it build. Heat stay smooth, never spill.
Now the hour gets thicker and the smoke gets finer, and the whole control room feels like it drifted off the city and into its own sealed off orbit, where only the kick, the keys, the glass, and the body inside the glow still matter. I can hear the track bloom through the mains and feel it settle in the leather. And I'm right there in first person, chest steady, eyes half lit, letting the sound do half the touching and the silence do the rest. You move once by the booth mic and the whole scene bends. That's enough. A turn at the waist, a hand at the cable, a look through the pain, and suddenly the room got all the elegance of control and all the tension of almost. I keep my composure crisp because that's the art here, making the design look effortless, making the heat look custom made, making the moment feel like something we're recording straight to tape, even if nobody ever hears Just the booth glass, just the groove. Just one long take through the dark, and all that fire kept under the art.
Keep that fire under shield. Hold that glow and let it chill. Blue room, slow room, let it build. Heat stay smooth, never spill.
The divots go dimmer, the strip light softens. Your outline fades deeper into the booth glass while the room loses detail one surface at a time. The keyboard disappears first, then the chair arms, then the smoke turns almost black. And by the time the last blue line slips off the console, all that's left is a low end in my chest, then nothing.
Warm drizzle feathering the hood, cold vapor rising off the wash bay, amber lamp soft on the chrome wall. Midnight leans wet against the windshield and the whole place shines like a secret I was always going to circle back to. I pull beneath the canopy slow and let the coupe breathe in. The blue-white spray letting the body lines catch every trembling stripe of light until the metal looks poured instead of built. Until the mirrors and the door trim and the curve of the hood all start wearing the weather better than I do. And the craving comes on clean, not frantic, just expensive and patient. Just the kind that settles in the seat beside me with smoke on his collar and silence in his mouth while the bass rolls up through the leather and teaches the cabin how to move without moving. Everything in here is slick and reverent. The wet rails, the puddle concrete, the soft mechanical hiss, the red arrow blinking farther down the tunnel like an invitation disguised as routine. And I keep one hand on the wheel and one thought on the road after this, because even standing still I'm already gliding, already gone, already letting the rinse light turn my private hunger into something polished enough to watch.
Slide through the wash like easy and slow. Mist on the chrome and the red signs glow. Night on my shoulders, face down low. I keep that glide where the dark roads go. Slide through the wash like easy and slow. Mist on the chrome and the red signs glow. Night on my shoulders, face down low. I keep that glide where the dark roads go.
Then the tunnel takes me in and the windshield turns liquid, all soap and silver and melted color. And the city disappears behind the moving water the way a man sometimes wishes memory would. Except tonight I don't want mercy, I want texture. I want that rich after hours feeling that only gets prettier once it's blurred. The rollers pass over the roof in lazy rhythm, the nozzles leaning close, the side glass becomes a film reel of runoff and reflection. And every little detail feels dressed up for me. The instrument glow on my knuckles, the smoke near the headliner, the way the chrome keeps answering back in muted flashes. This isn't about getting clean, it's about staying in motion even when the times hardly move. It's about keeping the ache refined, about letting the baseline carry what the mouth doesn't need to confess, about enjoying the hour when everything outside the window softens and every thought inside gets smoother, darker, more alive. So I let the wash speak in pressure and steam, and I let the body of the car tell the truth for me. Gleaming under all that wet light like it knows design looks best when it never has to raise its voice.
Slide through the wash like easy and slow. Mist on the chrome and the red signs glow. Night on my shoulders, face down low. I keep that glide where the dark roads go. Slide through the wash like easy and slow. Mist on the chrome and the red signs glow. Night on my shoulders, face down low. I keep that glide where the dark roads go.
By the last rinse I can see the tunnel mouth open ahead, and beyond it the boulevard is waiting in fiend electric layers. But I stay with the moment a second longer because this is the sweet part. The part where the hood still wears beads of silver, where the mirrors still drip, where the craving has nowhere to hide and still looks good enough to calm on the surface, smoke thin and above me, white walls ready. Engine talking in a hush, and I feel the whole scene settling into laid-back midnight luxury that turns a basic stop into a ritual and a private appetite into a polished thing with shine on it. The dries breathe warm over the roof and the windows clear inch by inch, giving the city back to me slowly, and I take it the same way slowly. Because some nights deserve a long exit, some nights deserve chrome, vapor, and patience. Some nights deserve to stay half dream even after the glass goes clean. So when I roll forward out of the bay, I carry the tunnel with me in the cabin air. The mist, the wet light, the deep bass, the whole clean dark sermon of it humming low under my chest. No bright rescue, just vapor.
Come right back with me, just for a second. Back where the boulevard still wet, back where the palms kept leaning, back where the smoke knew our names. I remember it in loops. Rain. I remembered it in loops. Rain gloss, red signs, your perfume on the swell. Chrome lip catching color from the curbside diners. Sub rolling under me like a second slow heart. Everything after, everything shining, everything warm where it should've gone cold. The low rider floated through puddle like silk. Black paint swallowing the city, giving it back in ribbons. I had one hand loose on the wheel, one thought stuck on your shoulder. One breath full of sweet burn and wet asphalt. That was the heat, not loud, not wild, just steady, dressed well, lit enough to hurt. That was the loneliness too. Riding shotgun in clean black shoes, looking good in the dash light, saying nothing, staying close. And every little splash from the tires sounded like memory, practicing my weakness. Neon fog on the lane, I gave my night to that. You in the glow of the rain, I still come back to that. Shadows drift, they stay faithful. Smoke say it's shit till the dark turn graceful. Neon fog on the lane, I gave my night to that. You in the glow of the rain, I still come back to that. Loop again, gold signal on the hood, blue numbers on the dash. Purple bleeding from a liquor sign of the runoff. The whole boulevard moved like a slow confession. Not from the mouth, from the metal, from the steam rising off the road, from the little silence between each bass hit. I still feel the seatbelt warm on my chest. Still feel that afterglow drag under my ribs. Still hear your laugh cut short by the weather and disappear into the haze like a secret too expensive to keep in the palms. The palms kept bending over the lane like they knew devotion. Wore smoke that night like they knew some nights don't end. They just soften, they just sink deeper into the leather. They just stay there, half perfume, half thunder, half body, half ghost, making a man drive slower than he means to. Neon fog on the lane, I gave my night to that. You in the glow of the rain, I still come back to that. Palm shadows drift, they stay faithful. Smoke say you'll shake till the dark turn gray. Neon fog on the lane, I gave my night to that. Morning showed up, but it couldn't clean the picture. Couldn't wipe the wet black shine from my mind. Couldn't take the red off the chrome. Couldn't empty the cabin. That hour still lives in details. A ring of water in a cup holder, my jacket carrying your scent in the collar. Wiper marks fading from the windshield, the little hum in the trunk when the block got quiet. I swear the boulevard kept us longer on purpose. Gave us one more light, one more bend, one more rolling second inside the glossy dark. Heat kept leaning over me, loneliness kept sitting pretty beside it. And the smoke made both of them look holy. That is why I still drift there. Not to fix it, not to own it, just to let the memory roll low again. Through after rain neon, through sleeping palms, through the exact kind of dark that makes a man feel heard. Let him at the same time. Wet lane, low frame, soft tie hem, red gloss, blue fog, you all through it. One more pass, one more slow street, one more baseline, under what couldn't keep.
Neon fog on the lane. I gave my night today. You in the glow of the rain. I still come back today. Palm shadows drift, they stay faithful. Smoke say you're safe till the dark turn graceful.
The road went longer, the signs went thin. The engine kept talking in that smooth, dark language. And even after the block turned clear, smoke kept speaking. Kept saying you out lying. Kept saying that night. Kept saying it low.
Camera started the roller door half raised to the night. Then drift across the lift arm, sleeping in blue-white light. Across the socket trays, the oil black floor, the polished fender holding red strips from the sign outside. Then land on my hand with the smoke, my chain and the chrome, and the whole bay looking richer than it ever should this late.
I stay in that service lane like a king with dirty knuckles and a clean silhouette. Letting the coupe idle low while the sub turns to concrete tender, and every reflection throws my hunger back at me with better lighting. Chrome on the wheel lip, chrome on the ratchet chest, chrome on the grill teeth. All of it catching fragments of me and her in the hour till obsession starts to feel mechanical, precise. Almost holy in the way it repeats. I know luxury when I see it, not only in leather and lacquer and custom stitch, but in the patience of the room and the fact that nothing here rushes. Not the fan overhead, not the thin smoke under a fluorescence, not the warm gloss on the quarter panel where my fingertips keep circling the same place. This is the kind of after hours beauty that makes a man quieter, cause every hard edge in the shop is turned soft enough to tempt them, and every polished surface has learned how to keep a secret.
On the pressure, chrome on the 8, low bay lullaby, let the whole room sway. Velvet on the pressure, hush on the flame. Stay in this shine till it learns my name.
I walk the length of the bay, and the camera in my head never cuts. It just keeps sliding over the hood vents, the hanging cords, the toolbox badges, the open rag on the workbench. And each object glows like it got promoted by design. There is a sweetness to obsession when it dresses well, when it wears machine light and warm smoke instead of chaos, when it leans against the polished door and makes even restraint look custom built. My reflection keeps finding me in the side trim, longer, darker, smoother than I feel. And every time I catch it, I think about how deep the want goes, how it hides under my calm like bass under the body of the car, how it moves the whole frame without ever showing its hands. I do not need crowds, I do not need noise, I do not need daylight honesty. Give me a midnight shot, a flawless paint job, a scent in the air that should have faded an hour ago, and I will build a religion out of chrome and low frequency.
Chrome on the 8, low bay lullaby, let the whole room sway. Velvet on the pressure, hush on the flame. Stay in this shine till it learns my name.
By the last stretch of the night, the whole garage feels tailored around my post. The park coupe shining like a dark promise. The lift shadows lying long across the floor. The smoke hanging in pale ribbons above the windshield, as if it understands exactly how to finish the scene. Luxury turns dangerous here, not in a loud way, but in that controlled way, that silk glove way, that way where the room keeps whispering that I can leave whenever I want, while every detail works against my will with perfect manners. I keep touching the cold metal just to feel something answer. Keep tracing the line from the headlamp bezel to the hood edge to the roof line, like I am reading braille written by fixation, like the whole vehicle has memorized the shape of what I cannot let go. And the more I stand in that hush, the more I understand that obsession does not always arrive like fire. Sometimes it arrives polished, seductive and composed, smelling faintly of smoke and warm rubber. Looking me straight in the face from 100 chrome angles until I call it devotion and stop pretending otherwise. So still sleeping, engine heat fading, blue eye glow, and my pulse not behaving. One more pass by the door, one more drag in the dark, one more polished little lie while the low end leaves its mark. Velvet on the pressure, chrome on the 8, low bay lullaby, let the whole room sway. Velvet on the pressure, hush on the flame, stay in the shine till it learns my name. I flick the ash, kill the overheads one bank at a time. Watch the shop turn from silver to blue to almost black. Slide into the seat, let the key turn soft, and roll out under the half-raised door with the base tucked low and my mouth still closed, leaving nothing behind but warm air, a little smoke, and the shine.
Your perfume hit first on the linen draping. Salt under it, warm smoke after. Hey, it's me, calling from the cabana. The tide is breathing low past the post. The landing got gold on the table leg. The bass is soft under the floorboards, and I got your name in my mouth again. Listen, I ain't loud tonight. I got silk on my voice, fog on my sleeve. One glass half warm by the ash bowl, one chair still turned where you left it. Everything here got manners, even the hunger. I keep looking at the curtains of mist, at the sea going black blue, at the smoke taking slow little crowns, and every little thing say call you back, so I do. Real low, real late, from this wrapped up room by the shore where the air feels expensive and my patience don't.
Come where the fog don't hurry, come where the lights stay small. I don't need force to move you, I just need this hour at all. Soft pull, slow pull, tied under velvet blue. I don't say stay forever, I just say come through.
Yeah, the cabana's still warm, the woven shade still swaying, the cedar still holding the night. I can smell your trace in the cushion seam. Sweet, calm, dangerous, like you knew exactly how close to leave the room. I got elegance in the posture, hunger in the chest, deep bass under both, and a long dark ocean doing back up under my breath. No crowd here, no bright city, just one little private weather, one lamp, one cold, one shoreline, making my voice sound better. Truth, I keep replaying your hand by the rail, your shoulder in the fog, the way silence looked richer when you were wearing it. This ain't chaos, this that quiet command, the kind that leans and gets obeyed. Yeah.
Come where the fog don't hurry, come where the lights stay small. I don't need force to move you, I just need this hour at all. Soft pull, slow pull, tied under velvet blue. I don't say stay forever, I just say
the right speed. This whole night is whisper built, all drift, all pressure, all clean temptation. The seat got silver on it now, the smoke got lazy. The chair across from me still angled your way, and I swear the room been waiting on one answer. Come back, not for drama, not for promises, for this exact trust, for this exact fog, for the low end moving like a hand at the small of your back, for the way power feels sweeter when it never raises its voice. I know what I want, I just dress it well. I let it speak soft, and let the dark do the rest. So here I am, still in the cabana, still in the gold low glow, still with your perfume and the weave, still with the tide writing the same line, my whole body reading it. One more hour, that's all. One more look, that's all. Fog at the doorway, smoke by the lamp, your ghost in the fabric, my pulse in the damp, warm throat.
Come where the fog don't hurry. Come where the lights stay small. I don't need force to move you. I just need this hour at all. So cool, tied under velvet blue. I don't say stay forever. I just say come through.
If you call back, you know where I'll be. Same lantern, same tide, same smoke in the drape, same whisper, looping. Hey, it's me, calling from the cabana.
Smoke in the room first, gold on the stem next, cold breathing red, and I slide through the velvet hush. I ease through that lounge like a slow black coupe, not on wheels, on the mood, on the pull of the groove. Gold accents flicker on the edge of the glass, hookah bowls glowing while the low notes pass. Soft lamp halos on the bottle display, warm spice in the air where the late crowd sways. I keep my shoulders loose, let the room move through, let the baseline tint every sightline blue. Heat in the fabric, heat in the seat, heat in the way that the kick hits deep. Still there's a hollow riding under the shine, like the hour got velvet but the ache stay mine. I drift by the booth where the leather turns gold, where the smoke writes curves that the mouth never told, and the whole place feels like it knows my pace, like it's dressing my loneliness in a richer taste.
Your body find the bass find me. Gold in the hay, where the slow hearts lean. Your body find the bass, the room go dream. Out day, by the low notes breathe.
I cruise past the mirrors in a shisha chrome, see a blurred out king in a bar with thrones, see bracelets flash by the ember light, see ash fall soft in the edge of the night. No rush in the room, just a syrupy glide, just a warm dark current and a hidden tide. I take one pull, let the smoke sit thick, feel the whole lounge blur at the gold trim lip. But autumn movement smooth on the turn, the kind of late heat that don't flash, it burns. And every little detail add fuel to the spell, cold glow, cardamom, lacquered shell. I should feel full with the whole scene lit, but the deeper the groove, the more I sit with that private weight in the center chest, all dressed up clean, never fully at rest.
Your body find the bass find me. Gold in the hay, where the slow hearts lean.
around the lounge gets thin. Fewer shadows drift in, more dark settle in. Gold turns softer on the carved wood rail, and the smoke hangs long like a silk black veil. I keep that cruise in my bloodstream still, that smooth inside motion with nowhere to fill. Every booth look rich, every flame look kind, but the night keeps circling the same old mind. I let the sub kiss flow through the floor and bone. Let the room wrap warm round a man alone. Not broken, nah, just touched by the hour, by the hush in the fabric, the dim lit power. There's a body to the base and a base to the skin, to the way the dark opens and lets me in. And for one more pass to the gold edge blue, I let the longing ride like a thing brand new. Cold glow, slow roll, warm smoke, soft soul. One more drift, one more lean, gold dust, and the room go green, black, dream.
Your body find the bass find me. Gold in the hay, where the slow hearts lean. Your body find the bass, the room go drift. I hold that A while the low notes breathe.
Then the ember sinks lower, then the haze turns thin, then the gold on the bottles starts giving in, and I fade with the room, with the pull, with the gleam, till the bass turn distant, and the whole night strange, into a slow dissolve in the smoke, in the den.
Deck lights already low. Wake already silver. Your heel already crossing T. And the harbor already wearing gold. Chrome rail, black water, slip glow, soft thunder. Bass in the hull, low roll, deep under. You by the aft in a silk, small turn. Wrist by the glass, red cold, slow burn. No words, just shoulders, eyes, half angle. Moon on a chain where the dark got tangled. One step, two steps, pause by the ladder. Wind in your hair, white smoke getting flatter. Marina all blurred in a jewel line drift. Yachts in a row like a rich night script. I keep that cool in the cut of my frame, but your body keep pulling the post from the same. That sway got distance, that glance got frost. That nearness sweet, but the center gone lost. Desire dressed clean in a black gold scheme. All touch in the light, all space in between.
Silk on the rail, gold in the way. Whole night shine, still that hollow stay. Soft on the deck, deep in the low. Luxury lonely, and don't let go.
Bow lights blinking in a slow 3 count. Lean and reset when the subs sink down. Fingers on the stem, nails in the blue. A little half turn and the whole deck move. Ocean air warm with the smoke laid sweet. White leather bench, bare glow on the knees. Harbor sign sliding on the polished side. Your shadow cut long where the black tides glide. No dialogue, just body decisions. Hip to the table, then change of position. Chin to the moon, then chin to the sea. Letting the hour bend around the need. I hold that calm like a custom fit coat, but the bass keep talking through the ribs and throat. Every little gesture make the night look rich. Every little distance make the one turn sick.
Silk on the rail, gold in the way. Whole night shine, still that hollow stay. Soft on the deck, deep in the low. Luxury lonely, and it don't let go.
Past the loud slips where the last crowd's thin. Stern light halos on your collarbone skin. One palm on the seat back, one on the line.
Body saying almost, never all mine. At the trick right there in the after midnight. Heat in the surface, cold in the inside. Smoke in rings, then rings come apart. Same way the hush keeps splitting the heart. Yacht nose cutting through a satin black lane. City way off like a polished migraine. You by the edge with a half-littered stare. Me by the wheel with the want in the air. Everything lux in the smallest motion. Gold hardware flashing with the dark blue ocean. But the more that deck got smooth and slow, the more that lonely got a deeper glow.
Weight keep folding, lights keep swaying. Your hand on the rail, my pulse not behaving. Wind goes soft, night go thin. Same dark shine, same ache within. Silk on the rail, gold in the way. Whole night shine, still that I love stay. Soft on the deck, deep in the low. Luxury lonely and it don't let go.
Then morning came quiet, harbor gone pale. No bass in the hull, just ropes at the rail. One gull in the distance, one ash in the tray. One last look at the deck, then the water turned gray.
Wet lighted by the chains. Silver ice bucket sweating. Towel hat falling on blue tile. Pink fog on the rail. Pool water holding broken neon. Got in, but my head stayed upstairs. Still on that roof where the city wore blur. Still by the pool where the soft lights bent and the fog moved warm like expensive breath. I remember the hush and the speakers first. That deep low pulse and the skin and thirst. And the water writing colored lines across your shoulder, across my mind. Everything felt rich without trying hard. Glass table glow, dark skyline far. Smoke in the air with a sweet slow drag. Night folded loose like a silk black flag. Bliss sat close in the curve of the hour. Late and glossy, full of power. But emptiness came dressed just as fine. Quiet in the ribs, neat in the shine.
Midnight plus, stay on me. Soft blue heat in the rooftop dream. Midnight plus, don't let go. Fog moves slow with the low notes glow.
I keep replaying the smallest things. Water on chrome with a deck side trim. Your scent in the towel, heat in the seat. The way that bass made the silence breathe. No crowd left, just the sky and steam. One high place in a half-lit scene. Neon melting on the pool's black skin, making every second sink deeper in. I let the memory drift in loop. Back to the glass, back to the roof. Back to the way that the warm fall curled and made one rooftop feel like a world. Pleasure looked clean in it after our frame. All smooth edges and no need for names. But there was a hollow behind the shine. Some elegant ache, I still call mine.
Midnight plus, stay on me. Soft blue heat in the rooftop dream. Midnight plus, don't let go. Fog moves slow and the low notes glow.
Now daylight tries to flatten it out, but it can't touch what that roof was about. The luxury hush, the sleepless air, that polished mood still hanging there. I remember leaning by the waterline, watching the city dissolve in wine. Colored haze while the beat stayed low and the pool kept turning dark to gold. I remember thinking this this is enough. One fine night, one velvet brush, one place so high it get almost high. The little cold space I keep inside, maybe that's why it stayed this long. Not just the bliss, but the missing in it. The way one perfect scene can glow and still leave room for a man to feel distant. Blue tile, warm smoke, low sound, thin dawn. One last look at the roofline sheen. One last pulse in the dream machine. Midnight blood, stay on me. Soft blue heat in the rooftop dream. Midnight blood, don't let go. Thought move slow where the low notes glow. Then the valet lane below woke up. Headlights slipped under the pink-white mist. I stood by the pool and looked glam. One engine eased out into the bay. The rooftop stayed blue for half a breath. Then the sound rolled off, and the memory kept floating.
Bass came up first through the trunk and the seat springs, through the paper cup ring on the console, through the chrome on the dash, through that parked out midnight with a diner sign, pour violet over everything. And I knew before the morning found me that I'll be replaying it. Now daylight got my room looking plain, but my head still circles that parking lot where the asphalt held the night like warm vinyl. When the old diner sign kept washing the cars in grape-colored shine, I remember easing it slow, engine ticking low, smoke unwinding from my hand while the sub kept rolling gentle through the body of the coupe. Not loud enough to turn heads, just deep enough to rearrange the ribs. Your silhouette stayed close to the passenger side, soft and unhurried, framed by chrome bumper gleam and a sleepy red blink of the open sign. And something in that little scene felt richer than it had any business feeling. Coffee steam from a takeout lid, leather under my arm, a trace of perfume blending with fried salt air and warm exhaust. The whole place looked like a lost film with too much heart in it. I keep telling myself it was just a stop in the lot, just purple light on polished metal, just another late hour leaning too hard on memory. But the way it moved through me said otherwise. Slow float in a purple glow, parked so still but the stereo said. Slow flow where the dark mood goes, and that one small hour still won't exhale. The memory gets sweeter every time it comes back, which is the dangerous part, because I know it was never loud, never dramatic, just a tender little orbit built from low bass, diner light, smoke in the air, and the kind of quiet that makes a man think too clearly. I remember the silver trim catching bands of violet and pink, the white wall shine holding a sign like liquid candy. The night breeze lifting heat from the hood while some old soul tunes seeped from inside the diner and got lost under my trunk line. You turn once and the whole parking lot seemed to tilt, not in a wild way, more like the world gave a little just to make room for the mood, just to let desire stay smooth and dressed instead of messy. That is what I miss now. Not some grand scene, but the elegance of it, the way long and felt clean there, the way melancholy looked expensive under fluorescent stars and purple tub, and even the empty spaces had flavor to them. The striped curve, the faded menu board, the hush between songs, the shadow under the awning where I thought I could hide from wanting more and learned I could not. Slow float in a purple glow, parked so still but the stereo said. Slow flow where the dark mood goes, and that one small hour still won't exhale. Morning keeps trying to bleach it out, but it cannot touch the way that lot held him. The way the coupe idled like it knew not to interrupt. The way the sign buzzed over
overhead like a halo built for people too late to be honest in daylight. I see the details sharper now. A gold lighter by the shifter, your hand near the door, pull the soft purple wash over your cheek. My chain cold against my collarbone. The bass making tiny ripples in the coffee left in the holder. There was no need to drive anywhere. The motion was already happening inside the moment, inside the music, inside the way your nearness bent the whole hour into something slow and nearly sacred. That is why it hurts with style now. Why I can sit in daylight and still feel midnight, breathing through the memory. Because some nights never really end. They just keep circling in cleaner clothes, asking the same question with better lighting. And I know if I ever find that light again, it will just be concrete and chrome and a diner past its prime. But in me it stays unreal, a purple cathedral for one tender ache I have not learned how to outgrow. Old sign buzzing, fries and perfume, violet on the fender, low notes in bloom. One parked car, one borrowed sky, one little scene I still ride by. Slow flow to the darker glow. Parked so still, but the stereo says slow flow where the dark move goes. And that one small hour still won't exhale.
So here it is plain. It was never the diner, never the lot, never the song alone. It was you turning that whole tired midnight beautiful for a minute, and me not getting over it since.
Smoke got there first. In your outline. In the blue from the racks. And the room changed size.
You by the doorway, cool in the haze. Light from the meters, painting your frame. You move one step, then two, then slow. And the whole control room drop to a glow. You near the console, hand by the faders. Perfume in the smoke, soft in the vapor. I keep it low, let the subs talk back. While the booth glass hold your ghost in black. You in that blue wash, silk on your shoulder. Late night beauty made the room colder. Not cold like distance, cold like shine. Like a dream gone rich, but not all mine. Tape lights blinking, tables on the floor. Everything perfect, still I want more. You make that ache look clean, look dressed. Like sadness in velvet, laid over the chest.
Smoke by your throat, skin in the low light.
You make the room turn slow as a slow ride.
One close breath and the dark fold in.
Smoke on your skin,
let the night begin.
You by the mic stand, chin in the blue. Half lit, half lost, all pull, all true. Headphones hanging, gold by the cord. The little red record light cut like a sword. You touch the booth door, then leave it there. And the whole room lean toward the air. I keep my calm, but it move underneath. Like bass through the floor and heat through the grief. You got that soft pain, that studio glow. That look in your eyes like you already know. How a man stays smooth while the heart go weak. How one late room can make silence speak. Every pain bed, everything still. Soundproof walls, but a dangerous feel. No crowd, no city, just us and the tone. In that blue little world where you don't feel known.
Smoke by your throat,
make the room turn slow as a slow ride.
One close breath and the dark fold in.
Smoke on your skin.
Let the night begin.
You near the leather, back by the screen. Tracks still looping, all dark, all clean. I watch your shadow cross the outboard glow, and the whole 8 hour sink down low. You don't say much, still the room here plenty. In the pause, in the tilt, in the almost empty. Kinda beautiful to carry a bruise. Got a midnight spell that don't let you choose. You by the waveform, soft in the glass. There then blurred when the smoke drift past. And I keep thinking the take ain't done, long as the kick still move and the night still hum. Dream in the blue light, ache in the bass. You make both sit in the same small space. You keep the room warm, keep the chest thin. Keep me right there where the dark sinks in. You in the blow-low, you in the grain, you in the soft hum under my name. One more loop, one more spin, one more second before the trek ends.
Smoke by your throat, skin in the low light.
You make the room turn slow as a slow ride.
One close breath and the dark fold in.
Smoke on your skin.
Let the night begin.
In the red light glance, the room goes blue-black. You still in the haze, and the silence lean back. Nothing moves but the floor stay alive. No wonder the walls, that bass keeps breathing.
Clove on your scarf first, then Cedar from the booth, then old wax warming under the lamp, then the whole basement learning your shape. Yeah, I came down those narrow steps already loose in the chest. Brick sweating low, brass sconces, then breaking jackets leaning like secrets against the wall. DJ Ghost in a platter with 2 fingers, needle breathing velvet through a stack of soul cuts. Too late for daylight people, everything felt dressed in hush. Band kept red as a held back thought, coaster wet with amber circles. Smoke rings climbing slow over the lampshade like they had nowhere to be but above us and me. I stayed cool in the shoulders, let my grin look expensive, let my hands stay patient on the glass while that after hours itch kept pacing under the silk of my calm. Not reckless, not innocent, just polished heat with nowhere decent to go. Be with manners, tucked under linen. I stay calm, but the pulse stay grinning. Hands don't move, still the room start bending. Late fire, dress right, and the night keep listening. Heat with manners, tucked under linen. I stay calm, but the pulse stay grinning. Hands don't move, still the room start bending. Late fire, dress right, and the night keep listening. My head got fog in it, good fog, the kind that rounds the edges off the hard parts and turns a ball into one long inhale. Chrome foot rail, catching red, match flare in a mirror bottle. Your perfume threading through cigar sweetness and wood polish. I watched the record spin and felt my mind spin with it. Same circle, same ache, same sweet control. I keep bragging on and breaking in private. The booth held us like custom upholstery for bad timing. I kept hearing the kick drum under the floorboards, not loud, just exact like a heartbeat in a tailored suit. And every time the smoke ring opened over your shoulder, I wanted to say too much, wanted to let the whole room know where my restraint was bleeding, but I kept it wrapped tight, kept it smooth, kept the wanted groomed and brushed down, because some cravens get finer when they behave. Hey, with manners, tucked under linen. I stay calm, but the pulse stay grinning. Hands don't move, still the room start bending. Late fire, dress right, and the night keep listening. Heat with manners, tucked under linen. I stay calm, but the pulse stay grinning. Hands don't move, still the room start bending. Late fire, dress right, and the night keep listening. Closer to closing the bar, thinned out into expensive silence.
One bartender polishing stemware, one crate half open by the booth, one last side spinning slow enough to make time feel upholstered. That was the dangerous part, not noise, not touch, the elegance of almost the way the room made room for it. I could feel the whole basement wearing my appetite for meat, in the brass glow and the drifting rings in the dark lacquer of the tabletop. Been a little crease your sleeve left on the seat. Everything said stay composed, everything said ruin that. So I sat there in that beautiful argument, late in the haze, translate me, letting the groove comb through my nerves, letting desire sit upright with its cups straightened like it had all night to undo me politely. Needle low, glass warm, cold dim, mouth dry. One look, then another, and all that discipline start looking decorative. Eat with manners, tucked under linen. I stay calm, but the post stay grinning. Hands don't move, still the room start bending. Let fire dress right, and the night keep listening. Then the last record clicked off, stool stood empty. Ash settled flat, the brass went tired. Only your tray stayed in the booth fabric, while the room turned bigger and colder around it. And I was still there, with the tables cleared, the doorway dark, and that whole basement smelling like what I didn't say.
V8 murmur under violet tubing, quilted leather, chrome trim, and the meter lights glowing rich. I rollin' slow through the lot like the real never breaks. Purple neon washing the hood, hood washing the wet black ground tossing the color right back in my doors. Coffee sign humming, fried grease drifting, cheek box bleed from the down in front, sneaking through the cracked glass while the sub keeps a velvet pulse under the seats. Everything looping, chrome on the napkin dispenser, chrome on the bumper, chrome on my ring when I lift the smoke in. Let it circle once, then circle again, then vanish in the warm midnight air. Bliss got a body here in the stitched leather, in the polished dash, in the way the parking stripes look expensive when the violet hits them right, but emptiness got a seat too. Riding shotgun, dressed clean, smelling sweet, leaning close enough to make the whole out beautiful and hollow at the same time. I keep cruising that little square of asphalt like it's a coastline for the lonely, like the diner windows hold another world, like the steam on a coffee cup knows when my track stops.
Purple keeps sliding on the side of the ride, slow wheels, low bass, let the whole thing ride. Lights melt while the dark stays quiet. I keep drifting where the midnight drive.
Same lap, same glow, same violet flicker, skipping across the white walls and the stainless rail by the counter. Same waitress shadow, crossing the glass with a pot in her hand. Same ash ember breathing in my fingers. I like the way the motor idles, soft enough to feel intimate, like a private animal purring under a coat of wax and dust and city residue. And I like the way the smoke writes little cursive shapes above the steering wheel, then folds, then rises again, like it keeps trying to tell me something prettier than truth. There's a sweetness in the after hours, nothing in the clink of plates from inside, in the low surf drag of the track on my speakers, in a purple halo hugging the edges of the windshield. I stay in that unbroken drift, eyes half on the diner door, half on the reflection, sliding over the coupe, letting the scene run long because leaving would make it ordinary. And ordinary got no place here tonight, not with the leather still warm, not with the chrome still singing back the light, not with the whole parking lot feeling like a rich little dream nobody else noticed.
Keep sliding on the side of the ride, slow wheels, low bass, let the whole thing glide. Lights melt while the dark stays wide. I keep drifting where the midnight drive.
And the feeling turns deeper, not darker, just deeper. Like the purple starts living in the seams, in the dashboard glow, in the soft place behind my ribs where memory usually waits till morning. I catch the diner clock through the glass and forget the number right away.
Because time don't stay silent in a place like this. Liquefies, pools under the tires, shimmers on the chrome, disappears into the next drag of smoke. Bliss comes back in flashes. A fresh pour coffee by the neon menu. A lipstick trace on a paper cup left on a curb. A laugh from somewhere inside, fading under the bass, and emptiness follows right behind it. Elegant as ever, sitting in a passenger seat with his hand on my shoulder, reminding me how a perfect little scene can make a man ache harder than a bad one. So I keep the coupe moving in slow circles, not lost, just not ready. Letting the speakers breathe, letting the lot become a world, letting the camera in my head stay trained on every glowing detail until the whole thing starts to feel like prayer.
Purple on the fender, purple on my sleeve, purple on the coffee steam. I don't wanna leave, engine in a whisper, smoke up in a curl. One more lap around this tiny shining world. Purple keeps sliding on the side of the ride. Slow wheels, low bass, let the whole thing guide. Lights melt while the dark stays wide. I keep drifting where the midnight drive.
When I finally ease out, the diner shrinks in the mirror, the neon thins, the chrome goes dark by degrees, and all that's left in the cabin is the warm trace on the headrest, the sweet scent caught in the seatbelt, and that little bit of night still clinging to the air behind me.
"12:08 on the dash, moon on the gate, glass house up the hill, and your knee near mine, backseat low, leather warm, salt in the vents, smoke in my lungs, driver gone, engine purr, headlights laid out, on a stone curve turn, I see that mansion, all glass, all pale, see behind it, like a secret with a veil, you don't say much, I don't rush, just let the bass sit. Just let the night hush. Your perfume got weight, soft but deep. Lands in the cabin, won't let me think cheap. Gold at your wrist, dark in your hair. That moon cut silver, right through the air. I keep talking low, half to you, half to the glass. How the whole coast stop when a moment like this pass. How the road got us here, but the room ain't the prize. It's this blacked out backseat and the look in your eyes.
Make this ours for a little while. Leave the whole world back behind the drive. Seeking way, and the lights can lie. Stay in this backseat, don't ask why.
I'll watch your hand move slow, then stop, trace one line on a fogged up chrome lock. One breath, then another, and the coupe turns small, like the night fold inward, run the sound of it all. That mansion shining, like a promise with teeth, clean glass walls, but the dark underneath, mystery wear good, when it's dressed as fine, white stone, black water, and your thigh near mine. I ain't saying forever, I'm saying now, saying this exact pull in the hour we got, saying your silence loud in the thick blue cabin, saying my calm go thin when you lean and I have it deep bass under us, slow like a tide, my voice stays smooth, but the want don't hide. You smile once, not enough, and it make it worse, cause a man hear too much and a whisper at first.
For a little while, leave the whole world back behind the drive. Seeking way, and the lights can lie. Stay in this backseat, don't ask why.
Not a gate behind us, the mansion ahead, but I keep us parked with a smoke hang red, not from danger, from the amber glow, from the dash lit faint, from the things I don't show. You got that mystery, soft and expensive, not cold, not hard, just out of reach enough to keep my whole chest locked in the rhythm. Every small move make the cabin listen. Your shoulder turn, moon slips down, my hand stays still, but my pulse gets loud. This ain't rush love, this that late control, this that coast night luxury mixed with soul. And I know that house got a view worth praise, but I swear this backseat got a stronger haze. Cause privacy deeper when the world right there, and we choose this dark and this trap on air. One car, one climb, one gate, one line, one look, one breath, one almost all night. Glass walls waiting, see below what this backseat got. The backseat go. On the dash, still blue, still late. Moon on the gate, your hand near mine, engine low, bass underneath, and it start right there again. 1208 on the dash.
Smoke reaches first, before the last glass is lifted, before the room admits the hour. Before I admit what the haze already knows.
I'm still in that high room above the sleeping avenue, sunk into a low chair, while the city glitters far beneath like something expensive I can see and never touch. And the smoke keeps moving around me in soft deliberate ribbons, translating the whole night into a language warmer than speech. The staff are thinning out the edges of the place, collecting stemware, lowering voices, letting the final records breathe longer between kicks. And all of it feels like a film, slowing itself down so I can stay inside this moment a little more. I keep tasting heat in the back of my throat and loneliness in the center of my chest. Both dressed too well to argue with, both wearing the same dark silk pulse, or both leaning closer every time the low end rolls through the floor and pushes my ribs from below. There's this perfume in the seat across from me, still drifting there like a private answer, and I let my hands stay on the armrest where the fabric holds a little the warmth that used to belong to somebody else. Maybe to the hour itself, maybe to the shape of wanting when it sits still long enough to look elegant. The haze says more than mouths do. It curls and I understand. It leans through the low light and lays a soft hand where it can. The haze says stay here, stay near. I hear love in the smoke tonight, even with nobody here. The room keeps glowing in patient amber while the skyline below goes colder by the minute. And I'm floating in that difference, in that strange reverie, a split between being wrapped in warmth and feeling the hollow underneath it. I watch the smoke
travel over the tabletop, over the rim of the last drink, over the brass trim and the dark lacquer, turning every hard surface into something touchable, every shadow into something tender, every silence into a sentence that never quite ends. This is the kind of heat that does not break doors down. It reclines, it watches, it waits until the hour is deep enough, and then it settles in beside loneliness so smoothly they start to resemble one another. I keep thinking the city should matter more from up here. The traffic lights, the rooftops, the towers holding laid off as ghosts, but the room has made its own climate and its own gravity, and all I can hear is the bass below the calm, the haze above the polished surfaces, and the small private ache of being left with beauty after beauty had moved on. The haze says more than mouths do. It curls and I understand. It leaves through, oh no, no, and lays a soft hand where it can. The haze says stay here, stay near. I hear love in the smoke tonight, even with nobody here. By the time the last call ritual's almost done, the lounge feels less like a place and more like a thought I walked into and cannot walk out of clean, because everything here is learned how to blur without losing its shape. The lamp glow is honey thick now, the room nearly emptied of voices. The night outside spread wide and glittering, and I am still here with this dangerous softness pressing against me. This after hours heat that makes a man feel held and abandoned at once. I know the difference between company and residue, and still I keep breathing deeper, letting the smoke settle in my jacket, letting the music speak under the skin, letting the haze keep telling me that devotion does not always arrive in a body. Sometimes it arrives in atmosphere and traces, in the way a seat remembers, in the way a room refuses to let go of what just happened inside it. Maybe that is why I do not move yet. Maybe that is why I let the night stay cinematic, wide and slow and too beautiful to correct, because in this suspended hour, heat is manners, loneliness has style, and the haze has become the only honest thing still speaking. Below me, the city keeps shining around me, the room keeps dimming inside me, the bass keeps circling, and the smoke keeps spelling out what I do not say aloud. The haze says more than mouths do. It curls and I understand. It leads through the low rest and lays a soft hand where it can. The haze says stay here, stay near. I hear love in the smoke tonight, even with nobody here. When I finally lounge, the chair gives back the silence. The room is almost dark. The last beat is folded into the floor, and what follows me to the door is not the city, not the music, only that scent left behind in the fabric and the smoke.
Socket tray clank, air hose hiss, roller door rattle. Then the trunk woke up low. Shop lights humming blue red, and the whole bay leaned in. I rolled that coupe in slow through the service lane shine.
chrome on the bumper, catching strips from the sign. Late night polish on the quarter-pound curve. Whole shop breathing like a thing with nerve.
I stood by the workbench with the rag in my hand. Watch that black paint drink up the garage. Watch your chain throw light when you step from the seat. Heard that bass hit once and settle under my feet.
You had that calm in the fluorescent glow. Gold on your wrist where the socket head shown. Oil sweet air mixed clean with your scent. Made a man ride low without leaving the cement.
Kept one hand on the hood like you owned the hour. Let the smoke drift warm by the lift post shadow. And the room got richer every time you move. All steel, all gloss, all after midnight. Smooth, chrome take the blue, blue take the skin.
I let the light say
what I keep in, low and bow, stays under the frame.
I ride that glow and come back the same. I saw your face in the wheel lip gleam. Soft in the spoke cuts, half in a dream. And every little flash from the two chest line turned the whole bay holy in a low slung shine.
I saw your profile in the side door trim, cool in the jaw, deep in the brim. And the more that sub rolled through the floor, the more I wanted 1 minute more.
No crowd in the room, just the compressor side. Stacked ties sleeping in and the rafters high. Just your heel on the concrete, slow and near. And the red blue glaze in the rearview mirror.
No need to rush when the dark look dressed. When the hood's still warm and the aches sit pressed. When a shop can feel like a velvet lane without one tire moving in the rainless pain.
I trace one line by the fender seam. Watch the shadow slide through the steam. And the warning came clean, not loud, not wild. Just custom fit heat with a patient style.
Take your beat, chrome take the blue, blue take the skin.
I let the light say
what I keep in, low and vow, stays under the frame.
I ride that glow and come back the same. By the last slow hour when the city went thin, the service bay held us like a secret intent. Jack stand still, no clock worth trust. Just smoke in the rafters and the low end dust.
I watched you lean by the rolling cart side, soft in the shoulder, cool in the stride. And every reflection off the ring set face made obsession look good in that steel blue space.
You talk with your eyes more than the mouth. All laid back north with a hidden south. All smooth black calm with a baseline pull, the kind that makes a half-lit room feel full.
You gave me blue by spray bottle shine. And that look ran long through the spine, through the bench like gold, through the tail like haze, through the whole shop hem of these after hours waves.
I let that moment sit, didn't break its neck. Let the hood hold heat, let the silence flex. Cause some nights don't need a road to drift, they just need chrome in a midnight lift.
No matter,
red on the wall,
smoke in the rafters,
bass under all.
One more pass, one more gleam, one more night inside the machine. Chrome take the blue, bloom take the skin. I let the light say
what I keep in.
low on deep in, low in vow, stays under the frame.
I ride that glow and come back the same. The morning came quiet, cold on the bay.
No trunk line talking, just dust in the rays.
Your shape gone soft from the side door flare,
Only chrome stand bright.
and the room say nothing.
Cut glass base, gold stem, cold cage glowing red, black booth seam, amber in the tumbler, smoke turning the light to cloth. wanna hit my blinds, but I was still down there, back in that lounge where the ceiling stayed low.
What's up first? Under the booth. Ice tapping once in the glass. Hookah bubbling somewhere behind me. And my voice landing low on your phone. Yeah, it's me. Late again. Still in this velvet corner where the room stays amber and the smoke hangs patient like it knows I'm not ready to leave. The booth got that deep red hush, that rich warm softness, that after midnight pull that makes a man sound smoother than he planned. I got one elbow on the table, one hand on the phone, one cold breathing low in the tray, one drink wearing a light like it was made for this hour. Everything in here got polish on it. Brass, lacquer, shadows. The little blue post from the bar display, the slow drag of the kick beneath the floor. And I'm calling because the night got too expensive to keep to myself. Calling because your name kept circling in the haze. Calling because craving don't always crash in loud. Sometimes it leans in clean, sits down beside you and waits.
Voicemail velvet, hear me now. Low room talking, do a smoke soft fire. After hours true, I let it out. If you play this back, you'll know what I'm about.
I'm still watching the lounge move in slow detail. A wrist lifting a drink 2 booths away, a lamp turning gold on a bottle shelf, a ribbon of smoke crossing the mirror dark wall and disappearing into the rafters. No rush in this place, no daylight in it either. Just that warm, dangerous calm where everything looks better than it should and every small thought gets dressed up. That's where you showed up in my head again. Not as a full scene, more like pieces, your perfume on a collar, your thigh against the boots.
My face broke apart in the hookah glass. Gold lamp in the curb. Smoke over the split. And the whole room looked like lemony before it became one. Dream first. In velvet. In the low room breathing. In the brass bowl glowing like a small red moon. In my hand on the booth scene. And gone. And back again. Everything fragment. Everything soft focus. Everything too rich to trust. A wrist with a ring. A throat in amber. A bottle sweating under the lamp. My shadow laid across cardwood. Then erased by haze. I move without moving. Sink without falling. Hit a bass under the floor like somebody knocking from another life dreaming. Yeah. But sad in silk, sad in perfume, sad in the way smoke can make a place feel full and empty at the same time. And the room returns slow, and the red coal burns again. Same hush, same bend. I wake in the same 5 seconds. Low-lit kingdom, gold on the trim, gold on the stem, gold on the edge of the glass where my mouth just was. No straight line in it, only little cuts, a shoulder, a blink. The hookah hose draped like a sleeping snake. My thoughts come broken, beautiful, late. I taste cardamom, dark fruit, ash. Regret dressed expensive, the booth hold me close, the room hold